about the thing. Is this Sonic? Technically, yes, but I'm gonna need a more specific answer. I've heard this before, I just forgot where. Okay, yeah, you got it. Fine, you got it. There you go. Oh, thank God, okay. How are you doing today, Kai? Awesomely. That's cool to hear. Any particular reason why, or is it just a good day? Also, I just want you to know, it makes me very happy to hear that you're doing well, because, like, I don't know, I feel like you, on average, specifically, vary anywhere from all right to awesome. A lot of people seem to vary from bad to all right, and it makes me very happy to see that you're doing well. Things have been going better than usual? Oh, that's awesome to hear. I'm very excited to hear that. Today was a pretty good day at work, surprisingly. I was working at our weird pop-up shop, which is on campus, but yeah, I just like spent the whole day making coffees for people. It was pretty all right. I like no weirdness, no bullshit. Just show up, do the thing, set up. That might actually be one of my favorite locations to work at. And I didn't expect that. Especially since, you know, if anybody's been following the coffee shop lore, coffee shop work is not awesome sometimes. Yo, Scruff Buds, how's it going? Give you a quick shout out. Assuming I can spell on a computer for the first time. There we go. Go follow Scruff Buds. Nice. Yeah, no, it was very enjoyable. I was shocked. I also cleaned the machine very thoroughly today, which was nice. Which means that the next time I go in, it's going to be extra good coffee. Was good, Babatosh? Not a whole lot. Just got home from work. I'm setting up, you know, I'm just getting slowly set up for stream and whatnot. Have my socks on. I'm going to take off my socks. As people say, let the dogs breathe, or, you know, whatever the hell they say these days. I smell a randomizer. As you should, because that's what we're doing today. Oh, I forgot my cup. I'm gonna fill up my kettle. I'm gonna get my cup for my coffee, and I'm gonna clean up my teapot real quick for tea later. And then, yeah, should be good. Hello, Lane. How are you tonight? I was gonna say, I see coffee, but I ain't smelling that quite yet. I've been smelling it all day, so I'm very, very, very acquainted with the smell of coffee right now. And I'm about to be more acquainted. I actually haven't made coffee in a few days, and my room has not had the same smell to it. It's been smelling different. It's like one of those things where it's like, you know, you come home after a long day and you walk into your house and you're like, ah, my house smell. And it has not been smelling like that because I just haven't been home. One of my partners broke up with me last Sunday. I'm doing relatively okay though. I'm sorry to hear that, Lane. I hope we should hang out sometime soon. Sounds like Mega Man. It's kind of Mega Man-y. It's this is actually Mean Bean Machine from the Genesis. So same era, I would say. Same composer? I doubt it. All right, we're gonna get started, and hopefully everything just magically works. We need a little bit of magic right now. Everyone does. Thank you again, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, for the love of the intro music, which is actually just a Puyo Puyo Tetris ripoff. Not Puyo Puyo Tetris, Puyo Puyo, the original, not Tetris. All right, I'm gonna get the sound going here. The beginning of stream is always a little chaotic. I wish I had a better solution for it all, but here we are. Okay, cool. That's going. That's going. That's going. All right, I'm gonna hopefully tap my controller here, and if my controller taps correctly, everything will just work. I said hi to you. I said Jaded. Hello, Jaded. I know for a fact I said it. I refuse to be gaslit. Snubbed again. Uh-oh. And my fear is coming true, which is my controller is not responding. It is plugged in, which tells me maybe it's not this, maybe it's... Alright, let me try and plug in my controller. Chat, clip it, I need proof. Alright, I'm alert because I'm playing Marvel Rivals. Sounds like a good time. Huh, weird. Controller? Hello? What happens if I do this? Okay. Usually that does something. At the very least. Let me is it Alt-Shift? Is it, no, it's not Shift-Tab. Alt-Tab is that. Interesting. How do I get out of the full screen? Oh, there we go. That will work. Input. I was playing Marvel Wars a second ago, but my movement was so ass. Thank God your stream came and saved me. That game kind of, I think, stresses me out. Detect gamepad changes. Oh, that's promising. There we go. Yep. Okay, back to full screen. Oh, hello. Back to full screen. There we go. And then let me pull up the other thing that makes everything look cool. Shader glass. Output is aspect ratio correction, SNES. Subframes. Nope, don't look. Everyone turn away. Disabled. Hmm. I should have tested this just beforehand. As always, full screen. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Rise of Aether 2 versus Marvel Rivals. Oh, Marvel Rivals. I haven't even played Marvel Rivals, and it stresses me out more. Rivals of Aether 2 is chill. I like Rivals of Aether 2. I actually want to play some soon. I'm very much so in the mood. Okay, so let me pull up my thingy, because I forgot what we were doing last. I got a notepad here for this reason, and we desperately need it. Okay, we got the bow. So now we can fight the bow boss, which is cool. Yeah, we'll just kind of go down the list, I think. We can go fight Agnem in the Hyrule Castle. If we get the gold mitt, which we don't have, we can get the Rod of Sarasahasa, which opens up a lot of areas. We can go do the Caterpillar now. We can do the Hookshot dungeon now. And we can do Death Mountain if we wanted to. Those are the current things that we are able to do. Give the dog a quick hug. Big squeeze. All right. So yeah, we're going to go take care of the guy right over here. Oh, you know, there's one thing I would love to have right now, and it would be the... Do you think I should pay for a subscription now that Prime days are over? How much do you get from a sub? I get 50%, so... or I think it's about $2.50. And that would be a month. But also, nobody is ever obligated to sub. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's always helpful, but... And you get all the emotes, which is kind of cool, I guess. I wish I could give them away for free. I totally would. Just make the sub purely a thank you kind of thing. Ooh, I am rusty. Also, I should not have swung at that. I should have just done the thing. That's fine. Yeah, I miss the emotes, but I don't particularly want to give Twitch money. Yeah, exactly. I feel the same way. I think, I don't know if it's channel point reward anymore, but there was like an unlock an emote reward, which would like give you the emote for the day. Which, you know, obviously you have to spend the channel points, but channel points are also free, so it's not really all that bad, I guess. I don't know. That's kind of my temporary solution to the dilemma. Was allowing that channel point reward to exist. I forget how this dungeon works. Continue. There we go. Me forgetting all of my buttons and how, like, to play this game. But yeah, no. Not a huge fan of Twitch. Twitch is kind of gross. God, I feel way too overpowered to be in this dungeon. Probably because I am. As he streams on Twitch. There's nowhere else to really stream, unfortunately. This is like, Twitch kind of has a chokehold on this market. Like if you want to have any kind of like following, but like in terms of like what the platform is able to accomplish, it fails on a lot of fronts, unfortunately. Though I feel all the Twitch streamers kind of agree, right? Like we want Twitch to be a good platform, but unfortunately it is just not fantastic. But also, you know, again, we don't really have much of another option here. Yeah, like, what are you gonna do? That's a great question. Cry. There we go. Someone literally got killed on Kick. Did you all see that on the news? I did not see that on the news. That's kind of crazy. Oh, that's right. I can see now. Look at us go. streamer went through some kind of torture extravaganza and then died. Yeah, that's crazy. I guess it was like an extension of Mr. Beast's social experiment spectacle kind of stuff. Shock jock. Okay, I see. Yeah, that's not good at all, actually. Why is this allowed? One of these switches is not like the other. It opens up the door. I know. Fame, hopefully money, but like, yeah, no, that's insane. People deserve better. I think basically that if you're not a market leader, i.e. Twitch, you have to find some corner market. Yeah. Or you have to, like, you know, I mean, like, you got to do it somewhere, right? Like, if you're going to put something crazy out on Kick and expect success, then you got to do something via, like, on YouTube and just hope that's enough. Can I just kill these with my... Yeah, I can. That. I don't know, so much of it boils down to money. I got the compass? Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. No unique item. We actually knew that there wasn't a unique item in this area. And then we got a pendant. Wow, this dungeon was really not helpful. And also, that means we got the blue pendant, I think. Yeah. Well, that's not too promising. Well, that's one dungeon taken care of. To be fair, I mean, Mr. Beast is on YouTube. Why is anyone going with the shit he gets up to? I mean, yeah, true. Or more edgy stuff happens. Look, okay, here's the thing, right? If Kick really, and I mean really, this is kind of a hot take, but not really. If Kick really wants to be that kind of streaming platform, just like, I don't know, let people put porn on it. Like, let's be honest. If Kick really wanted to be a real streaming service, let people play video games while naked. Boom. Problem solved. All right, what else do we got to do now? I can do a few dungeons, so that's done. I'm gonna get rid of that. Lantern is have, right. Hyrule Castle doesn't really do a whole lot for us. We needed it for the Caterpillar boss, but we don't have the Caterpillar yet. Like, we still need, we can do the Hookshot dungeon. We can do the Hookshot dungeon. Let's go do the Hookshot dungeon. There's a few items in there that we can still grab and do things with. I think you must have to do, like, hosting payment processor issues. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? Like how it's fine to go brutally murder someone, but sex is a no-go. I think more so it's just like, think of the children, you know? Like, that's kind of what the current situation is, I guess. Like, it's getting to a point where, like, there's considerations for, like, oh yeah, if you want to watch, like, semi-adult content on YouTube, you have to, like, show your driver's license and submit it to YouTube. Like, that is a real thing that has been considered currently. And it's like, okay, that's crazy. You know, that kind of stuff. Can I dive into this area? Is there something at the base of this? don't have a dive option? Hello? I could have sworn you could dive underwater in this game. Maybe that's only the Game Boy Advance version. Getting banished to YouTube Kids after I watched some clip of a cartoon I liked. Yeah, like, and also, not to mention, some cartoons are not made for kids. Like, what is it? I have a sister. She's like 8. But like when she was 4, I remember her coming up to me and being like, "Do you know what the Amazing Digital Circus is?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do. Why do you know about this?" Like, that's not really a kid's show. Why? Why does violence take a backseat nowadays? I think of the children defense. It's just because we want kids to go play COD and then go kill people in the Middle East. I mean, actually, yeah. I know, I do think it's fine to an extent, but like, it's weird that it's on YouTube Kids. It's weird that people are okay with like their kids watching that, but like not, like, I don't know. It's, how do I describe it? We're at a point where we're not allowed to talk about racism in front of kids because that is a bad thing. That is currently a whole issue happening in Florida. And so like, but like we're allowed to talk about suicide and death and all of these other dark the lines being drawn are like basically non-existent and pointless, and the things that should be getting talked about aren't getting talked about, and the things that everyone is afraid of getting talked about needs to be talked about more. So censorship is kind of weird, and that I think it needs to be I don't know, put into a better like, I don't know, censorship needs to be figured out. What should be censored, what shouldn't be censored. Should things be censored in the first place? That's a whole other topic, isn't it? I'm a strong believer in like treating kids like adults if they are, you know, in a place to be treated like adults. Which is to say, you know, treat them like human beings. I think any human being deserves the treatment that they would like, but, you know, anyway. It's like one thing if it could be a kid could stumble upon it, but recommended to them is a different situation. I think that ideally kids would be able to access stuff about any topic, but they should be like, be safe to choose how to engage with it and what to expect. If it can happen to a kid, they should be able to watch art about it. Yeah, exactly. I completely agree. Did I get the big key here? No. What am I saying? If I had the big key here, I wouldn't have needed the hook shot. Do I have a key for this dungeon? I don't. Which means that I'm a little limited in what it is I'm able to accomplish. But yeah, there's so much censorship when there's just random stuff you're looking for, but okay, this is like presented to kids. Yeah, exactly. Or like what the qualifications of being okay for kids and what isn't okay for kids, and like, you know, again, it seems a little also, like, here's the thing, right? If a kid doesn't think it's interesting, like, they're not going to seek out that content. I don't know. I feel like kids, like, I don't know. When I was a child, I had no interest in girls. As an adult, I have an interest in girls. You know what I mean? I feel like a kid decides what they're interested in and such. They want to like explore harder to think about topics, then I don't know. Why not let them? And if they don't want to explore those topics, then they don't have to. We censor information for ourselves already, naturally, as human beings. There's a lot of things I don't want to see in the world, and you know what? I censor myself. I censor that for myself. I don't need someone else to censor that for me, as an adult or as a child. Oh god, this room is something else. Oh, that's right. Okay. I remember coming in here being like, I think I need to fall on the further away floor. This is just a whole bunch of hearts. But anyway, I digress. I don't have to spend too much time on the soapbox today. I low-key think people are afraid that more kids had good sex ed from a young age, they would actually be able to speak about things that people are doing to them. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. I mean, it prevents people from being taken advantage of if they know that they're being taken advantage of. Oh, I thought I was getting so much money. But no, it was just that thing dingling in the corner over there. And we'd all have contend with how much abuse happens specifically in families. The real protecting the family is protecting the abuses of the family. Yeah, that does happen quite often. Where am I going? I'm a little lost. The hook shot was supposed to open up this dungeon to me, and now I'm like, crap. What am I missing? I have a map. What am I doing? I can look at the map. Would you be shocked if I said that this was very unhelpful? I guess I gotta go north, but I don't have a key. You know, okay, this is my guess, is that I didn't have the lantern, and then I explored one of these rooms in the dark, and then I couldn't figure out where to go. So the question is, where's the dark room? I'm gonna guess down. That sounds about right. Because I don't have a key, I don't have the big key, and also, I really don't want to have to try and explore this room in the dark. No. That's not what happened? Alright, well now I'm just as confused as anyone else is. Because you gotta beat the boss here, which means that the dungeon needs to be beatable. Something is missing. The big key? Yeah, I know. Is there a key here? No? It's funny, I got this upgraded sword and I swear it has a smaller hitbox than one of the other swords. There we go. So wait, I want to clarify. When you said Rivals was stressful, which game were you talking about? Ha! Rivals, I would say Marvel Rivals. I mean, I haven't played it, but the idea of playing it stresses me out. I'm sure it'd be fine. So I can't say I've actually played the game, but yeah. I mean, I've played Overwatch before. I don't know. But maybe Overwatch isn't... I only play those kinds of games with friends, you know? That's kind of, I think, the big difference. So, like... I think if I tried to play solo and competitively, Marvel Rivals would be the most stressful game I've ever played in my life. I would never let it be that, though. And then you have Rivals of Aether, which is the game that it's, like, basically the only game that I'm willing to play and tolerate on my own. So, you know, we're comparing... We're comparing the two situations where Marvel Rivals stresses me out to the point that I would never play single player on my own, and Rivals of Aether 2 doesn't do that, but it still stresses me out, and that is the most stressful part of the game. And that in itself is probably more stressful than ever playing Marvel Rivals with. So there we go. That's my answer. Both. But, I mean, one game I literally don't play because of how stressful it feels sometimes. Is there a key here? Okay, fine. Fine game. Fine. Fine. Okay. Wasting my time. Why I oughta. I don't know what I oughta. I just said it because it's a funny phrase. And I guess it's been associated with JFK. Don't ask me the details. I don't know them. People hear why I ought to think of JFK. I don't know what. Or at least the accent? I don't know. But I don't even know what the accent is. This looks wrong. I don't think I should be here. Damn it. That is some good coffee, though. Damn. Notes of strawberry, and man, do they come through. I thought it was like a JFK in a more abstract sense. Probably. I mean, so there's a few... Oh, I should probably go back up. Yeah, I need to go back up. There's a few... what is it? There's a TV show that I don't know how I feel about it. It has some good moments, but for the most part, it's just really dumb. I think it's called Clone High is the name of the show, and I did watch it because, you know, adult cartoon like scratches an itch sometimes that other shows don't. Like, I don't know, can't stand anime, and yeah, I can tolerate really. Yes, that show. And JFK has, you know, the accent of like all of those noises in combination with like why I oughta, you know, and that's how it is. TV is so bad. It is so bad. They got like 3 good jokes, I swear. I think I love the depiction of Jesus Christ. I think that's hilarious. But like outside of that, it's like I don't know. Most of the show's still pretty terrible, and even the depiction of Jesus Christ is pretty rough. I don't even say the show is bad, but TV is just bad. Yes. Yes, it is. I love TV, indeed. Don't we all? If we really hated TV that much, we wouldn't be watching it. I love how they put in this room of 6 skulls after you find a key hiding underneath a skull. It's like, is this gonna be the magic skull that like lets me go places? And the answer's like, no, not really. Oh, stupid room. That's the kind of shit that I never would have solved as a child. Actually, no. Okay, I see the existence. It tells you that there's a room here, that there's a door here. It gives you like a relative sense. Okay, fine. Fine, I'll give it to you. A link to the past. Just like now I know that there's a bombable spot like 3 areas over, but it's probably not marked. But it's marked. So riddle me this. Why? Why make the invisible waterfall, but the marked spot is fine? All right, so here's the rule, right? I think if we... No, because there's still a ton of essential items, which means that this room probably contains the big key. Which boss is this? Okay, this is this. That's what I thought. Which means this guy has got to have the big key, because we're missing tons of items. You ever see the, cool, that's a unique item. Mark that down to 1, we get a gem. He's beaten. Interesting, does that mean, what do I do then? You ever, see or you ever listen to the album Love This Giant by David Byrne and St. Vincent? That goes for anybody here. Has anybody listened to that album besides me? you haven't, I highly recommend it, especially if you love like horns and rock music. Like, oh my god, it's so good. I used to listen to St. Vincent, haven't heard her new stuff. Okay, highly recommend. Next time I do a rival stream, we're gonna throw that on because it's so good. But there is a song that goes, here, I'm gonna mute the game for a second so I can think about it correctly. It goes like, I used to think that I should watch TV. I used to think that it was good for me. Wanted to know what folks were thinking and learn about the world we live in. And I would lose myself and it would set me free. It's really, really good. It's one of the best, like, one of my favorite albums, honestly. Right, let me think about this for a second. Because, like, okay, Big Key could have the Big Key in it. I get the feeling I've got all the unique items here. I'm gonna come back to that. There are other things we can do. Have a heart? Yes, I can do that. But if we don't have to be here, I'd prefer not to be. Let us see what this heart says. I have so much music to listen to. I feel like I've not been in the mood to listen to new music for a while now. Ah, there it is. You, Scruff Buds, are a sugar pie. And that is what this says. Not sweetie pie, sugar pie. I have so much music to listen to. I feel like I've not been in the mood to listen to new music for a while now. It's easy to just want to listen to the stuff that you've been listening to. Like, God, I've also not been in too much of a mood to listen to new music. I think the, like, newest thing I've really listened to has been, oh man, there's a whole bunch of chests on Death Mountain that we haven't been able to get because of the lantern. Like, but, like, everything by, I've been listening to, today I spent the day listening to, what's the name of the artist? Shoot. Hip-hop group, kind of like Wu-Tang Clan. I've been listening to, I spent today listening to Wu-Tang Clan. That was a good time. Sugar please, sugar pie. I thought that said sugar please. Not my brain filling in information. Gotta listen to more Wu-Tang. It's really good. Like, for anybody who's like a fan of like comics and stuff like that, they make a lot of comic book references. But generally, it's like pretty good. I think one of the songs I was listening to today was literally just about like, man, like we were at this party, guy whipped out a gun and people got shot, and it was not good. And man, I had this friend and he did not. He didn't use protection and caught an STD and died like 4 months later. Like, that's what the album is about, is like just the daily shit that happens sometimes in regards to, like, you know, existing in a culture. People needing to do, like, you know, just be good people. What STDs are people dying of in 4 months? I don't know. Untreated ones. I've been getting really into like nerd rap, and I feel like Wu-Tang actually falls under that umbrella. Yeah, no, absolutely. 100% does. Sounds like a lack of medical access. I mean, that too. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to go back and really listen to lyrics. Maybe it was 4 years or something. But yeah, no. Him and Wu-Tang and MF Doom, those are two of my probably favorite hip-hop artists. Although MF Doom is a little bit more of a he does more looping than he does rapping. Still great stuff though. I mean, people used to die of AIDS, but nowadays the drugs. I mean, that's probably why. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if it was AIDS. I mean, you know, Wu-Tang has been around for ages. Such a good lyricist, I know. It's a shame he passed away when he did. Oh, that's right. We can go get things here. Shame Obama fucking deported him. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, for real. The big man signed off on it personally, which is crazy. And also probably not talked about all that often. I feel like nobody really talks about it. Can I get this rod now? Or do we still need the gold mitts? Because I know that there's like one area that you can hook shot to. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I figured. People keep trying to do this, remember the good old days, Obama shit, and I'm like, excuse me? Yeah, no. He was not great as a president. I mean, you know, we obviously could have had worse, but like, yeah. Obama wedding, strike Obama. All right, I think with the lantern we can do some things in here. Which boss is this? This is... No, wait. We already did everything in here. What am I doing here? Do I still need the mitts to really access this area? In which case, I guess I would be doing some cave diving with the lantern. Let me pull up the notepad. Need lantern for caterpillar. Am I mixing up dungeons? That sounds like something I would do. Okay, yeah. We gotta go to the desert. I should be able to access the desert at this point, I think. No, I'm supposed to have the book at this point. Alright, well there's Aghanim, and there's a couple of cave systems around here. I'll go ahead and do some cave exploring, and then we'll deal with the aforementioned other stuff. Man. I am pooped. Oh, that's right. There is an area that we can access right now with this. Well, not right now. We need the... Man, we really need the golden mitts. That would open up a lot of this map to us. Oh, can I do stuff over here? Isn't there a thing that we can pick up over here that lets us into this area? There is, but it's gold mint exclusive. Okay, let's go to the desert. And not the night desert, the day desert. You have a weird question for me? Yeah, what's up? That's right. We still need the... Alright. Aghanim, I guess, is where we go to next. Feels weird. If you broke up with someone and they were surprisingly chill about it, would it upset you? I think there would need to be more context. I think it depends on how they broke up with you. If I broke up with somebody and they were chill about it, I don't think so. I don't think I would be too... I mean, like, you know... No, I don't think I would be. I think if I broke up with somebody and they were chill about it, that's, like, kind of, like, the best possible outcome. But also, I mean, okay, here's the thing, right? Is I don't date anybody that I don't think I could be friends with. So, like, you know, if it's one of those situations where it's like, yeah, I break up with somebody, but, like, they're also somebody who I would call a friend because that's how I view the people I date is, yeah, we're friends, but, like, really, 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 really good friends. And they were chill about it. Like, there might be some awkward moments and contention, but, like, I don't think that I would necessarily be upset that they were chill about it. Now, I can understand people being upset about being chill about it. Like, you know, I can see... people want to get a response, you know what I mean? I think is a good way of putting it. Is like, hey, so like this thing happened, and like I could see the upsetness of someone being. Okay, here's where I'm coming from. If I were to break up with somebody and then they weren't upset by it, I could see a world in which like I kind of wished that I meant more to them, that they would be more upset about me breaking up with them. Okay, and that feels weird. Hello, Spiralt. How are you doing today? But that's like basically it in terms of like it, yeah. But again, I mean, I don't ever see myself dating somebody who I don't think I could have been friends with in the first place. And if somebody is chill about it, then that means like, hey, like, is it okay if we stay friends? You know? I like how you abbreviated my name. Don't we always abbreviate your name? Would the long version of the name be Lane? Sometimes you do see an ugly set of people on a breakup, but then again, I mean, yeah, of course, like those things happen. I'm not gonna like pretend like they don't. Man, remember when I tried to navigate this area in the dark? What a giant pain in the butt. Should have lit that. But I guess maybe you just don't see that kind of stuff with your friends. Well, I mean, here's the thing, is that like I've seen ugly breakups in like that kind of context, you know? And yeah, it sucks. It sucks a lot. But also, how would I phrase it? There we go. Am I going the right way? Yeah. I think when somebody breaks up with you, it's kind of like you catch somebody at their worst moment. Like, you know, especially if you don't expect it. But usually, again, usually the person who's upset is the person being broken up with, not vice versa. I don't know. Oh my god, how in the world did I navigate this area like this? I got all the way up to here before falling off. Like, was it a miracle? I literally, I remember getting stuck in this room. And I navigated in the dark to about this point here, in which I did one of these, slipped off here, and died. Somehow I managed to sneak my way across the one tile floor with no damage. Or without falling. And that's why I couldn't get back, as I was like, how the hell did I do this? That's how. Yeah, I feel like I'm weirdly good at breakups, which makes me unexpectedly okay in these situations. Like, honestly, I've just had a lot of relationships, both successful and not. Yeah, and it's like, I think that you can kind of... A bottle is in Super Bunny Cave. I have no idea where that is, but good to know. Oh, maybe Super Bunny Cave is the place later on. Also, I thought this had no hints. Maybe that's the one with a hint. If only Rupee were here. Indeed. Not Ruby. Ruby, not Rupee. Ow. Only took 1 damage, but still, that was it felt like a lot more. I took a lot of mental damage in that room. She's kind of like a Rupee with the Link to the Past acumen. But yeah, no. And maybe it's, you know, okay, this is the other thought, is that, like, if you've been in a handful of relationships, if you've broken up with people in the past and you're familiar with how this usually goes and how it feels and all of those things, it's easy to, like, not be upset about it. But if you're talking to somebody who hasn't dealt with a lot of relationships and they're breaking up with someone for the first time and they're expecting, like, people, like, get it wrapped up in their head that things are going to be a lot worse than they are. And sometimes it just is and has been, and it's like a history thing that causes them to feel that way. A trauma kind of thing. You, Chris. Well, we've done everything we can. Zelda is gone. There's literally nothing we can do here. Oh, I forgot my buttons. Ow. Come on. What, do I need to baseball it at them? This is the worst. There we go. First hit! I know, the good old boss music, dancing Ganon. You know what's funny is, like, I don't know if anyone else had this experience with that particular song with the dancing Ganon. Suavemente. But that was, like, played at the beginning of every single one of my Spanish classes from, like, every year I took Spanish. Every day I'd walk into Spanish class and I'd get to listen to Suavemente. Was this like a shared collective experience? Or was that just me? I've never seen that. That's so funny though. Oh, I highly... Okay, I'll send you the context, Lane, sometime. Or somebody else can send Lane the context for Ganon Anson. The Ganon Suavemente. But please, somebody else who took Spanish, tell me like... Bésame. Yeah, I know. Alright. Yeah, we did it. Okay. Well, we killed Aghanim the first time. Aghanim is done. I guess that's what that means. We haven't fought Aghanim part 2. Very shared. I like the implication that it's just a normal part of the Spanish curriculum. It feels that way. I do want to learn Spanish. Maybe that's a secret. Maybe that's a secret. I mean, no reason why you can't learn Spanish. I think Spanish is one of the easier languages to learn, honestly. But also, you know, I guess it would be the first language I would attempt to learn if I were to try and learn another foreign language. Oh, I say try to learn. I try to, like, I don't know. I took Spanish in high school, and it's one of the few languages that actually, like, retained in my brain in regards to, like, how to say most of my phrases in foreign languages. Okay, the hookshot dungeon is done. We might be missing things. I hope not. Okay, what can we do? Aghanim is done. We can't do the ice boss without the gold mitts. We can't do the desert boss without the book. We can't do... What's preventing us from doing the last 2 bosses here? I get so stressed out with languages. It really brings out certain anxieties I have. Okay, we can't get to Death Mountain. Oh, we could go to Area 7. Okay, let's do that. Wow. I think if, like, you learned Spanish under the context of it, like, being for yourself, maybe it would feel a little bit better, if that makes sense. No, okay, that's not it. I'm gonna have to sit on this for a minute. Maybe there is an area in Area 1. The actual moment I try to speak the language, I just freeze up. I mean, you know. I think that's pretty normal, honestly. Maybe there, yeah, there might be something in here. I might have missed a chest. This cave kind of sucks without a lantern. And it wouldn't surprise me if I somehow avoided it. That's right, because I came up to Death Mountain via the flute. So I never actually went through this dungeon. Or cave. Oh. Hello, old man. Maybe this old man has something good for me. Maybe he'll say something iconic like, it's scary to be by yourself. Let me give you this. Or, you know, something along those lines. Practice, practice, practice. I get it, though. Yeah, no, for sure. When it's like, yeah, practicing can be very overwhelming at times. I absolutely get that. But, I don't know. I'm going to equate it to Rivals of Aether 2. Which is to say, like, the more often you get in matches, the more consistent it's going to feel. Like, I think a lot of people... I think it's easy to assume that things are possible because they are... how do I phrase this? It's a lot how people compare like talent to being something that's innate and that you're born with. And like, sure, there are certain things that people naturally are gifted at, and sometimes, God damn it. Okay, well, that's some. Sometimes people are, you know, gifted with the ability to, you know, do those things, and sometimes what feels like should be second nature isn't. How do I phrase this? I think everything can be boiled down to practice. I think if there's something that you're bad at, you can keep practicing it. And there are things that like maybe you may not have an inherent gift for in regards to like, yeah, everyone starts out at different levels, but that doesn't mean that, you know, the practice is meaningful. Always. In everything that you do. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I am not gifted at music. I feel like actually music has been one of the biggest battles in my entire life in regards to being good at it. And it is probably the thing I've dedicated the most amount of practice to as a result. You know? I don't think I actually ever explored this area. I think I came into this area, I had the mirror, and I went, you know what? I don't need to actually explore this space because I have the mirror. And then I cheated my way to the top, and I never checked out a single one of these cave systems. I never walked through any of this space. And I'm sure that there are things here that I need to do. Like jump down there and do the spiky cave thing. Which I think that's the bunny cave. I think there's a bottle in here. If Aghanim's message board of, you know, 2000 and whatever tells me anything, it's that there's going to be a bottle in here. But yeah, I wrote a song, just one, on a guitar and threw it into the sky. It was my song. It could tame beasts and free minds. It flitters on the winds and lurks in our minds. It is the song of nature, of humanity, of dreams and dreamers. I feel like sometimes people, sometimes the people that it comes easy to never develop the habits necessary for continual improvement. Oh yeah, 100%. Absolutely. As somebody who like seems to pick up everything at the drop of a hat, I easily am unable to do anything beyond that. Immediately what I pick up is what I put down at the end of the day. And I never have the habits for improvement in that regard. Oh, what are the most unopportune times for some bot to show up? Spanish, sorry, driving. No, yeah. Okay, cool. I was forced to do Spanish for 3 hours a day every summer growing up. Still not accepted as adequate. Man, I get by. Yep, bottle. Be gone, Mikey. Indeed. Banished. A good name. Taken by a bot. Damn robots. Felt like learning language is easier when you start learning it at a young age instead of when you're older. I think people say this, that it's easy to learn something when you're young than when you're older. And to an extent, I believe that is true. But also, we have the time to learn things when we're younger. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have the time to play video games indefinitely. I don't have the time to, like, do these things. There are other parts to my life that I need to, you know, dedicate to that kind of energy. But also, you know, I think children are more free thinkers. Have a freer thought of mind, I guess is a good way of putting it. They're more accepting of what they're told. I think we come at problems with a lot of predispositions of like, oh yeah, well then this is how I can do it. And it's like, you know, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think it's their job to learn language. They have lots of time to do it. But if you look at how long it takes them, an adult could usually do better. And I think even with things like music and video games, those are things just kids get enough time to get good at those things. I agree. But what is it? Well, kids also don't have the same kind of context that adults have for learning things. So like as an adult, as somebody who knows a lot of English words, I would try and use as many comparisons apt to English to Spanish as I possibly can. This is not helpful, although I would love a cup of lettuce, or a cup of tea. Where was I going with this? So, like, for instance, so, like, many of those kids who were forced to play violin from the age of 3 as adults quit. Oh, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. All right, well, this has been wildly unhelpful. I got one more bottle, which means I can now put more magic in things. Man, okay. Back to the grind. No, let me see if there's still something I can do here. I feel like I'm running out of options. There's gotta be something I can do here. Remember that kid who was incredible at clarinet in our youth orchestra? He went to a super prestigious conservatory, moved away for it and everything, and then completely quit after 6 months. Yeah, no, I mean, I knew plenty of people like that in college. I was one of the few people who survived music school from my high school. Like, I knew 3 people who went to music school after I graduated, and I'm pretty sure I was the only one to graduate college with a degree in music. I remember the Facebook post. Oh dear. How ominous. Alright, I'm gonna fill up these. Fill these up with blue. No empty bottles. Okay. I'm gonna fill one of these up with blue. You're not my friend. I swear, we needed the lantern for a lot more things. And now it feels like I've done all the things that I needed the lantern for. Let's see, Ganon's tower has 20 chests. I can't get to Ganon's tower. I need the Titan's mitt. I need the book, and I need the rod of Sarasaha, but I mean that's hidden behind the mitt. What else is hidden behind the mitt? I think everything is hidden behind the mitt. Because I got the fire rod, I got the ice rod. Oh wait, did I get the book? It says I got the book. Did I get the book? Am I being dumb? No, I don't have the book. I don't have the book. Why is that marked as have? It's not have. Okay. Game is getting hard. Is there any overworld chests I'm missing? Oh, you know what I haven't done? There's a ton of stuff in this cave, I think, that I can't grab. Maybe. Thank you, Knight, for refilling my magic. Maybe. No, it says I got everything there. Yeah, because we fought the moth boss. And that was everything. Okay. It says I'm missing 2 things in the hookshot dungeon. Alright, we're gonna go back to the hookshot dungeon. Do some exploring. Maybe I really did miss something here. But yeah, no. I don't know. Talent's one of those weird things. right. I actually need to go into the Dark World first, and then I need to do this. Ha! Man, I'm so good at video games. Me too. Great at video games. We try our best, don't we? We all do. It's only, you know, this is only like the 6th time I've entered this dungeon. Surely I'd remember how to get into it properly. Man, my coffee is cold. Yeah, because we never got the big key. And maybe we don't need the big key, but that doesn't change the fact that there's still what could be 2 chests missing. Alright, I'm going to do a big sweep. I think if there's anything I missed, it's on the upper floors, where the boss is. I think I got everything on the lower floors. Otherwise, everything's on the overworld. Everything that I would need. Did I beat that one dungeon? I did. That was the last thing I did. Did I get all the chests out of that one dungeon, though? And remember when I thought the hook shot would open up more things for me, and it didn't? Good times. Why does it do that? Hello? All right, I'm gonna show you guys something. It's a silly little audio glitch that I've just noticed. So, check this out. When I swing my sword normally, it makes this noise. If I swing my door this way, or swing my sword this way towards the door. Nope. Ah! So many bits. Hello, thank you. Specifically, okay, if I swing at the door while there's nothing on it, now listen. Normally, I'm cutting down infinite bushes. But no, thank you so much for the bits. That means so much to me. Surprised anybody still uses bits. Wait, I'm so confused. What was going on there? So check this out. Listen for the audio. I'll show you one last time. So, if this statue needs to be away from the door. But if I swing my sword here, it makes the normal sword swing noise. If I swing my sword here, it has like a in the background. Which is the sound that it makes when you cut down a bush. Surprised. Yeah, nobody uses bits. I haven't seen people cheer bits since like 2013. Walls don't make that noise. Not the last time I checked. All right, this is where we're at. Okay. No, nothing makes that noise. Only bushes. Ah, here are those 2 chests. Sick. Okay, that opens up the map for us. Hello, map. There you are. What the fuck? Am I late to the game? Never mind, give them back. What? Honestly, I wish that, like, streamers could earn bits and keep them as bits and then cheer them amongst themselves. Kind of like how, like, you've disrespected their bits. No! Kind of like, okay, so I do that all the time with my tips. I'll, like, go, I'll make cash tips somewhere, and then I'll go somewhere else and spend all of the cash tips I made on, like, tipping someone else. It's, like, basically all I do with my tips is like, oh, yeah, here's a 5. I made $5 a day in cash tips. Here's $5 for you. All right. Well, what this means, I can now get the rod of block pushing. It means that the map is very open to us now, which is a very, very, very good thing. No, I really do appreciate it, Scruff Buds. That's not a rock. What? That's not a teleport pad? Why is my memory like this? Take that exact love and spread that shit. Absolutely. That's it. I'm buying 500 bits worth of bits, and I'm cheering them to all my favorite streamers. All right, here we go. Can't believe that this spot is locked behind 2 things you gotta do. You gotta come up here, and then you gotta also have a hammer. It's like, man, I'm so good at this game. That's right. It's locked behind the Titan's Mitt, the hammer, and my brain. If I don't have a good brain, then I can't get into here. All right, with the power of courage. Nope. All right, with the power of wisdom. Power? Damn it. I got this wrong the maximum number of times I could have gotten this wrong. Unlucky. Oofda. Oh, I don't have the right thing either. We'll just get the Rod of Sarasaha and then call it a day. Since that is apparently all I'm able to do. Oh, what a pain in the ass enemy. Why are you so evil? Okay. I forgot about the space. Bugnet. Parts container. Fuck you. 10 arrows. Another heart. Oh, you need the cape. Oh, I need the cape. I see. That could be a little problematic, actually. Well, that's a list of things. Notes equals. So now we have the irons, the gold mitt. Now we need cape to get to the rod of Sarasahasatha. Cape equals rod of Sarasahasatha. Continue with our overworld shenanigans. Overworld, underworld shenanigans. There's the cape. That's another bear. That's another bottle. All right, we can add 2 more bottles to our list of bottles. And the cape. At least, if the cape does what I think it does... Which I think it grants me the power of flight. No, of invincibility. What? No, I'm thinking of the cape from Minish Cap. Whoops. Oh, I see. Is it one of those things where... Okay. Sure. All right, the other bottle had a fairy in it already, which means that I've got 2 potions and a fairy. Pretty dang good. Rod. When all of your key items just suddenly end up in your pockets. No. Yes, I would love a cup of tea. I would actually love a cup of tea. I'm gonna start my kettle. Kettle has been started. All right, and then there's more things to explore in this cave system down here, which is what I'm gonna go do. Oh, interesting. You know, it's funny. I always, like, if I'm listening for something, even if it's through headphones, I find myself, like, tilting my head into it, like, as if I'm, like, putting my ear to the wall. I don't know why. It's, like, this physical movement embodied, like, in combination with, just, like, an action I'm trying to perform, even though me doing that motion has absolutely no implication to, like, how it is that I... Like, it doesn't make it better for me. You know what I mean? Oh, that's right. I forgot I could do this. Thank you, Ruby, for that advice. The ability to say no to pushable blocks in the overworld. say, actually, no, I don't want to. I don't want to deal with that block right now. Alright, I get the feeling that way was a dud. There were no holes that road I took that were helpful. That was helpful for climbing the mountain, and nothing else. Waka 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 waka. Ha. Didn't I already go this way? Once upon a time? Alright. I'm getting the feeling that this left path is entirely useless to me. And I get the feeling that what I did, because I deleted the rocks, there's a correct way to climb the mountain, and I did not do it the right way. I did it the glitchy nonsense way. And then I went ahead and did it the right way the second time. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I did. Okay, that cave system is only helpful for getting up. Other cave systems. To bigger and better cave systems. Like none of the ones over here. Alright, we're still looking for the book, unfortunately. Okay, I think we've done pretty much everything I can do here, which means that now that we have the Titan's Mitt, I can go up to... You can go to the desert, which is also the swamp. Because now I can pick up these really heavy rocks. And then we can pray that we don't need anything here. Oh, is there might be some chests here. I should actually do some looking for things that could be of value. Like this cave here. You see this cave here? This cave here. This cave here currently contains one dude who says, "For 20 rupees, I'll tell you something. How about it?" And I say, yes. All I can say is that my life is pretty plain. I like watching the puddles gather the rain. And all I can do is just pour some tea for two and speak my point of view. But it's not sane. It's not sane. I see. You know, you and I, we'd get along. I think he and I would get along quite well. Because it's not sane. Our points of view. Between the puddle that splits us two. From the rain that falls to the shit on the walls. Sorry, pouring a cup of tea. Or by cup, I mean a pot, and then I'm going to be pouring cups of tea from said pot. You know how it goes. All right, there we go. Tea has been made. Cool. Fun little cave with a fun little guy who says a bunch of fun little things. Creepy dungeon. Creepy dungeon part 2. Wow, we got the one spell that you just don't need. That's crazy. I can, no. I was like, I can squeeze between that. No, I couldn't. Sorry, I was getting too excited about deleting blocks. I wanted to delete them all, and I did. I have successfully deleted every single rock in that area. All right, so we still need the book. I still need a couple of these spells. Ah, yes, a cup of tea. How wonderful that would be. One day soon, I shall have exactly that. Ow! The strongest sword in the game wasn't good enough, huh? Crazy. Who'd have thunk it? Alright, fine. We can't do this dungeon yet. That is my conclusion. Unfortunate as it may be, I've got the wrong spell with me. But maybe I can cheat my way through this little area. Ha! Fuck you. We don't need no book where we're going. Oh man, this dungeon was like the worst early game. It had like tons of unkillable enemies and like everything was dark and everything required a bow and arrow and you had 0 health. But at this point, like everything just dies in like a couple of hits here. Oh. Not a secret. Cool. Just a bait for me to use my magic. Interesting. Not helpful. Oh, I can actually hurt this thing. That's crazy. I didn't think that was possible. Maybe I think I'm hurting it and I'm not. Maybe that's what's happening. Because it flashes right before it fires. Maybe I'm going, you know what? I'm hitting it because it's flashing. And it's not what's happening. It's flashing because it's about to shoot me and I'm just like... You know, I think that's exactly what was happening. In hindsight, that's on me. That's my fault. Lurking from Super Earth. Have fun, bro. Are you hell diving? I'm not gonna lie, I get so excited every time I think about getting to play Helldivers with you, Meet the Boy. But thank you for the lurk. I'll give you a quick shout out here in a second. If you guys haven't followed Meet the Boy, super cool guy. Obviously, if you've hung out here long enough, you know who Meet the Boy is, but if you haven't followed him, you should. I don't really understand Helldivers. You know, if you try too hard to understand it, you're just going to be sad. So I wouldn't actually even bother trying to understand it. What is the premise? You are protecting your nation from the alien invasion in protecting democracy. What do? Oh, I mean, you land on an alien planet, you shoot a bunch of things, and pretend like you're the good guy. And usually they will supply you with some sort of like objective that you're trying to do. So like, you know, sometimes you're just trying to... So yeah, sometimes it's like, oh yeah, defend this point, save these civilians. But other times it's like, go start the fuel pumps, so that way we can get more money. Sometimes it's all over the place as to what it's asking. Oh, geez, okay. I know it's like subversive or whatever, yeah. But like, it gives you a bunch of different kinds of objectives, and then you play this third-person shooter where you go ahead and you complete them. Rip. Sorry, I got a ferry. Now I got room for another ferry. Huh. I like how that's, in theory, the room that we were just in, below us. But yeah, that's the, that's kind of the premise. But it's, you know, it's a PvE shooter kind of game. It's fun. Wow, that's crazy. So glad I picked up that pot, not a different pot. God damn it. These lasers are gonna be the death of me. They already have been the death of me. I guess it's kind of interesting how that genre almost inherently has bad politics. I mean, yeah, if it's going to be a political like statement, it's like, I don't know. I appreciate the bad politics of it all. You know what I mean? Like, makes it sense. So it makes sense to like lampoon it. Yeah, exactly. That's a great way of putting it. And I'm glad that they do generally a pretty good job of making that pretty clear, that it's like, hey, like, we're not trying to, like, say that the game is or isn't this. Like, you know, we're not trying to, like, create a gray area. It's just like, no, it really is just absolutely 100%, like, lampoon. I think leaning into it is actually the only way to make it work. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Something is missing. Is it perhaps the big key? Yeah, no, it's actually a small key that goes in a very big hole. Okay, yeah, sure. Huh, okay, yeah, sure. Keep. Video games like that are weird. It's kind of like a gameplay where people want problematic, and I'm not going to say that those people shouldn't have an outlet. Yeah, no, I completely understand. Yeah, war games, like, I don't know. I don't have a big appreciation for war games. You know? In that regard. Like, when I was a kid, I didn't really have much of an interest in games like Call of Duty for that reason. Like, I was like, yeah, it just feels like war propaganda sometimes. But a game like Helldivers, it's so outrageously comedic that I can almost be like, yeah, it's fun and fine. You know what I mean? What am I supposed to do in here? Oh, there's probably a pot with a button. There we go. This is not helpful. I just want you to know, game, that what you're doing here is not helpful for me. I hate how there's a blind spot on my sword. Like, I don't know, Dark Souls, for example. Sure, the plot is killing things, but it can be very symbolic. Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, there's a compass. That's good to know. A heart container is in plain sight. Useless. That is, and also, the thing that is in plain sight is clearly a compass. Maybe it's here. Maybe I'm missing the secret button here. Time to lift up every single pot in this room and go, is this a button? What about this one? Is this a button? You know, I wasn't honestly expecting that to be the answer, and yet here we are. Monster Hunter is also basically a boss rush game, but they come up with like an ecological reason for killing the monsters. Yeah, exactly. But like, what are you gonna do with the games like Helldivers? Yeah. What kind of reason do you need to go into an area and just start shooting things like a lunatic? Alright. That's our unique item. 20 rupees. Gonna mark that as got. And then our other unique item will probably be dropped by the boss, if I had to guess. Which will come after this room. Big key. Yep. So, does this work like this? Does this take me back to the entrance that I came out of? It does! That's helpful. I was a little bit worried it would take me to that one, but that's okay, actually, if it did. God, I don't even, like, want to play Zelda anymore because they give bokoblins, like, clear signs of having actual culture and shit. Yeah, that's fair. It's just like one of these blocks needs to get pushed, right? There we go. They, like, cook things, make tools, and hunt. Yeah. I mean, like, I guess the only way that they get away with it is, like, they're... I would equate it to, like, how they contextualize orcs and for, like, Warhammer. Like, apparently orcs will literally die if they aren't cruel, and, like, they make it part of, like, their... Not even, like, it goes beyond culture, but rather, like, full... See, Warhammer is like Helldivers, though. No, I'm fully aware. I mean, like, has Ganon ever, like, actually been painted to be, like, a relatable character, or is he just, like, as evil can be? You know what I mean? I feel like every time I've ever seen Ganon, he's always been as evil can be. But they can make tools, dance, and communicate. I mean, true, but I mean, I guess so can orcs to some degree in the 40k universe. What's the assumptions, like, couldn't you totally just negotiate with them? I mean, true. Alright, and that's a pendant. You're beaten. We got a pendant. We're still missing one unique chest in this dungeon. Alright, I guess we gotta go back. Oh, big key chest. I don't know. Again, I think I agree. I agree with you, Lane, in the context of like that was not the jump I wanted to do. Like, I just think the last fascist version would be one where bokoblins weren't all on the same side. They'd be intelligent enough to have culture. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Alright, we're very close to getting the Master Sword, I think. What is happening here? Why is it dark? I jumped out of the dungeon. We don't actually have the appropriate way of entering this dungeon, so I had to go into the dark world real quick to come back to the dungeon in order to re-enter the dungeon. Is that a storm or something? Yes. Because I forgot to get the big key item. Wherever that is. I actually don't know if I've got a map. God damn it, that's not what I wanted. Ah, there it is. Okay. Top left. Yeah, I can actually show you exactly what's going on outside of this dungeon as soon as I exit it. So, give you full context. We can replay the moment in slow motion and talk about it for a minute. So, in order to access this dungeon normally, though, it would require you to have a book and a certain kind of big spell. The big spell being, okay, that's the unique item. Cool. That's both of those. So, under normal circumstances, right? We'll do this. This is the easiest way to do this. Interesting. Gotta take a few steps down, and then I can come back up. Approach it from the bottom. So, under normal circumstances, right? We would be in the light world. Because you access... This is like the third dungeon you're supposed to access. And at this point, you have a book, and you would have collected this little spell that's sitting on top of a rock that looks something like this or whatever. And you come up here and you read this tablet, and the tablet... With the book, you're able to translate the tablet that says, like, you know, using the call of the thunder or whatever, you know, the fuck, you know, change the world. And then you use the thunder spell in front of it, and these, like, little stone dudes move in a circle and spin, and then you can access the dungeon. And it, like, cuts you off from this entrance. But because I don't have any, I don't have the book, I can't find the book. And because this is a randomizer, I was actually able to come here with a much late game item, or much later item in the game, and come up here, go into the dark world, and then warp behind the thing that was supposed to move out of the way, so that way I could actually access the dungeon. So it's not a glitch per se. It's more so a sequence break. If you, it's a theoretical sequence break if you had the correct items to break the game in this way. In which case, I do. I don't remember where I swear I've come across this once in the past that I can do this, and I don't remember the context for it. But yeah, it's a way that you can kind of sequence break a little bit. It's cool. I don't even know if Ruby knows that trick. That might be a rare moment where I have more knowledge about this game than Ruby does. All right. I'm going to get more bombs. We'll do that one more time. Ah, this is such an itchy goatee. Alright, down to the ice caves we go. Wish us luck. This place is kind of awful. Okay. Can I kill these guys with the lantern? No, I cannot. It has to be the fire rod. And I remember my brother being so irritated at this dungeon. And he was like, "You're the only person I know who actually enjoys ice physics." And I was like, I don't know. Ice physics just makes sense to me. It's a retention of momentum. Actually, I think there's a key in here. Otherwise, I would not humor this room. The icy levels in Mario Kart are kind of my favorites. Big key. Cool. Means we gotta go get the big key item. No, they're so cool. I can understand the dislike for them, though. Like, you know. Let me out! I get the feeling I'm supposed to go back. Okay, we're gonna go back real quick. I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna open up this door, I'm gonna go over here. I'm actually gonna go all the way to the right this time. Like a good little person who feels like they need to finish going to areas. Alright, and that just proves that everything I do is pointless. Speaking of ice physics, I think it's still so funny that Melee Luigi is like that. Optimal Luigi gameplay is like... True. I love Melee Luigi. It's so funny. Just slip and slide. And then down smash, yes. Honestly, I wish I had a Luigi down smash on Edalus. I'd be so happy. Just like slide, 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 down smash. This is why they give you the bombs from all those penguins, by the way. First time I ever saw someone play Luigi with tech skill, it was Kevin. I thought it was a meme. No, it absolutely was at the time. Very few people seriously play Luigi, but the ones who do, a unique item requires a bomb. Thank you. That is so incredibly helpful. Ow. I get the feeling I'm going to need that to be blue. I get the feeling I'm going to need that to be red. Maybe that's a secret, actually. What I mean is, like, you play a playstyle that looks like someone's fucking around with a player they don't respect. True. That's right. Instead of dash dancing without a list, I should just be wave dashing back and forth as much as possible. Woot, 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 woot. And then the second they land or approach in a kind of funky way, I down smash. I bet I could do it. Give me those hearts. Wow, it's like I'm playing Bloodborne or something. Or Hollow Knight? I just tried it, and an honest Edalus ice is actually way less slippery than Luigi Melee. Like, why does this even level of slippery exist? Good question. Is this a pushable? Does not appear to be a pushable. I do not think Rival should have a character with like Luigi physics. I mean, true. It'd be funny. I have the big key, don't I? I think the big key is behind this bombable wall specifically. Map. I do. Okay. Which means I need to bomb one of these floors in kind of a funny little way. There we go. Hey, look at me go. In the big chest, there was a small key. Useful. Maybe. Once Workshop comes out, we'll get all the melee characters. Is it going to get Workshop? Is that a part of the plan? I mean, I guess it'd be crazy if Rivals 1 had Workshop and Rivals 2 didn't. But... I think that room used to be the bane of my brother's existence. I definitely had to think. Alright, I haven't gotten a single unique item from this dungeon yet. I could use one. Just one, please. There's gonna be one behind this chest, and it's gonna be something mad important. Like the book. Or like one of the spells I'm missing to get into like one of the big dungeons. God, I hope it's the book. Ha! Losing my mind, just slowly and steadily losing my mind. Alright, here's the thing. Cool. Alright, well, I hope that key wasn't going to waste. I don't think I checked behind here, did I? No, this is just a bait room. A gotcha room. I got gotcha'd. Bom, 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 bom. Really? Really? I got baited twice. I was like, I guess I just didn't hit it close enough, I guess. Turns out I was double wrong? Oh, that's bad. right, what's in the box? 20 rupees. Hell yeah. Okay, that's one unique item down. What's in the box? Come on. You just gotta tell me what's in the box. Oh, it's magic. All right. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I did that puzzle wrong. For like 1 second, I was like, oh god, why the fuck did I do that? I just kind of pushed one without thinking. As I do. Alright, where's this boss at? Alright, I guess I'm going downstairs, huh? Get off the spike wall. Spike wall is deadly dangerous. All right, just got to go downstairs a few more times. Which way goes down? Jeez. Probably the right. That's right, because the left was bait-ish. I mean, the left is bait, but, like, not really. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going left. There was one skull I didn't get the chance to turn over, and you know what? Last time I didn't turn over a skull, I missed a key, and the last time I missed a key, it meant I had to do a whole bunch of nonsense. So we're going to go flip up that skull and see what's up. Hello, Mr. Skull. It's a heart. Cool. See if I can get the rest of these. Die. I got to go down here anyway, so it all works out. Was it worth it for the one heart? Who's to say? I didn't take damage in that room, so probably. In a very technical sense, it was worth it. And if I remember correctly, this thing has a thingy, which means I can go over here, which means I can go click it. I can go over, I can go up and over, up and over. I hit another spiky block thing. Try and go inside here. Cool. We go down. That is not a bomb. I tried to put a bomb there. That is not a bomb. So therefore, no bomb could be placed. Really? Right. If I had a way of opening up those pots, that would be very helpful, but I don't. Ow! What a jerk! Thank God I have the Rod of Sarasahasa. What would I ever do without it? Oh, the infernal beeping is gone. That was you know, funny enough, that was an option that I could have picked for things that I could have different in this game. There was a world in which I chose that we didn't have to listen to the beeping at all when I got below X amount of health. And there's a small part of me that regrets not doing something about that. Grab you. There we go. Out of my way, Dark Nut statue. You are, like, actually the worst. How in the world are you this annoying? Alright, we gotta go back in. That right there means that we're short an item. Oh, that's upsetting. Means that there was one more locked door I did not get to go and check behind. What are we gonna find back there? Hopefully nothing important. Actually, you know, since I have to go back anyway, I secretly hope it's a little bit important, because I would really like to actually get some items that are helpful. Good old randomizer. Setting me on another goose chase to go see if I can find a thing. One of those win-win things, I guess. I don't know if I'd call it a win-win. Ah. In my infinite wisdom. My wisdom is far from infinite, but yes. What possible use could there be for absent backpack cloud? It makes it really easy to put the cloud on your opponent. That's basically it. I thought you could transfer it to your opponent, but you can't. What do you mean you can't? You can. Just stays on you? No, I'm pretty sure I attached it to you once via the backpack cloud. Yeah, you can with special pommel. That's the trick. Did you need to also special pommel? I did it to you once. Remember when I first picked up Bobsa, like day 0? That was a thing that I did, was put the backpack cloud onto you. That's so bad. I know. thought we had already agreed that this was a bad thing to do. I don't tech grabs. Like, it's the kind of thing that you do to your opponent to fuck with them because, like, who the fuck? But anybody else would absolutely tech that grab. I mean, I guess it gives you a 50-50 on a non-tech grab with AMSA, so, like, you could force the not tech if you really wanted to. That's something you could do with it. God, I wish I knew where this key was supposed to go. Oh, it goes there. I see. Okay. I'm guessing I'm going the right way-ish. Ish. Really? Okay, I guess not. What kind of 50-50 is that? A terrible one. I never said it was good. I don't think there is much of a use for backpack. Like, not in this context. Maybe you could use it to, like, extend the hitbox off of certain aerials. Maybe. I don't know. You could use the Thunderbolt on yourself, maybe. You could do the ping pong animation on yourself with yourself. All of those are bad things, right? I'm telling you the things that you can do, regardless of whether or not they're good or bad. Okay. This is a crazy idea. And you're gonna hate this. What if you chose to do a thing where you have, like, you do this special getup from Ledge with the moving cloud, and then you leave the moving cloud out, and with the moving cloud out, you go ahead and if you get caught in a tech chase scenario, or, you know, a situation where you are grounded and unable to act, you know, as we are, basically you could bait somebody into believing that you're going to do the backpack cloud thing and not do the backpack cloud thing. So therefore you could make somebody assume that you're going to special get up because the option is available to have the backpack cloud. I don't think anyone is going to expect you to use it. Is there any kind of edge guarding you could do with it? Like using neutral B while off stage instead of down air? Where the fuck is this treasure chest? Hello? What is going on? I have an unused key in this dungeon. It kind of makes the special getup worse that it has that property. Plus the whole time you have the back cloud, you can't side B or you lose it. Right, which, yeah, just like side B. But then why did you get the back cloud in the first place? Because it's cool? Why else do we do anything in that game? Besides, it's cool. Okay. Yeah, that's not the that was not the secret there. What am I doing? I guess check this way. What locked door am I missing? Is it here? God damn it, I forgot where the... Ow. Ah, oh, okay. One of the worst screens in the game. I think what I would have to do is I'd have to play OpSub with more in order to have any real idea of what you could do with the backpack cloud. Because, yeah, I'm a little bit at a loss for ideas until I actually do it myself a few times. And go, yeah, this is really bad. No, wait a second, I used the key. Did I forget to use a unique item spot? Is there really... Am I actually missing a unique item here, or am I making this up? I feel like I'm making this up. I think it basically only has 3 benefits. You can use Shout Pop as a shitty aerial. Yep, that's... Or you can special pommel. Yeah, no, that sounds just about right. And you can get a faster down B but that is attached to your body. I think the down B is probably... Yeah, the most useful, but still not very good. I would agree with that statement. Did I miss something here? I feel like I missed something here, but I can't, for the love of me, figure out what it is I missed. And I'm a little bit afraid of, like, accidentally wandering into a room, and the room going, aha, 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 you idiot. How dare you walk into this room and not be expected to be trapped here? Because that happens in this dungeon. It's like a common theme in this dungeon. So you go into a room and you're like, aha, here's a floor you can fall through. And you go, all right, I guess. And then you fall through the floor, and then it takes you 15 minutes to get off of that floor. Yeah, like, I know I'm not going that way. I've already been that way. I know where that area drops into. And it would take me 15 minutes to get out of that drop. Nope. No! Fuck me! This is... here we are! This is the exact scenario I was talking about. The... Fuck you, this is where you drop down. Now you get to come back into this bullshit room. Alright, that's that floor fully explored. Already explored this room. Don't be stupid. Push, push. Cool. Go over here. Alright, I'm reaching that point where I'm pretty sure I've done everything. Every single one of these rooms. I definitely have gone up there several times. Ah! And this is the beginning, right? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to say I've gotten everything in this dungeon. Because I'm just going to assume that I messed up. Alright, now we got this water one, which means we can go back to the desert, I think. And do the desert dungeon. And by desert, I mean swamp dungeon, but in the desert. Oh, that's some good tea. That's exactly what my body needed. That is unless this dungeon requires the book. If this dungeon requires the book, then I am... Ow! What did those birds do 2 damage? That was so much damage. Wrong place. Okay. Then we gotta go back up to the... Ooh, magic. In that case, we go to the north, I guess. There it is. Ow. Ow. Scary room. God. There's a lot of walking around in this game. It's like, yeah, I just kind of got to go from here to there. It's like, ah, okay. Yeah. 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 Am I even doing this right? I don't feel like I am. I feel like I'm doing this all kinds of wrong, actually. I guess I haven't been this way. I haven't had the big carry rock for getting up here yet. Haven't had the gauntlets. Haven't had the hands. Well, this seems wildly not useful, the opposite of that, useless. Oh, wait, maybe not. Oh, maybe so. All right, I'll try this again. Is there a different spot I was supposed to fall? Wow. Maybe over there? Ignore that guy. Go up here, go over here, don't fall that way, go over here, go over here, don't fall that way, go over here, go over here, don't fall that way, go over here, fall this way. When I fall this way, hit that ledge? No. Okay. Then I think I have actually... I've been over there. I think that's what that tells me. Which means that this area was not helpful. Bum, bum, no, I think there could be an argument that Backpack Cloud is actually the most useless thing that you can do in the game, and it would not surprise me if it's a glitch that they've kept into the game, like it was an unintentional glitch and somebody was like, we'll find a use for this one day. I don't know. Watch the AMSA players, see what they do. One day they will discover a useful tech for it, and then everyone's going to be like, oh, well, yeah, don't get caught in this scenario. It's super avoidable, but, like, it's the one-shot potential is insane. I mean, it doesn't, like, act as an uninterruptible time bomb, does it? I've definitely been in here. I recognize this pattern of bats. Yeah, these bats got a way that they move. Yep, I recognize this cave too. I think I used these caves as a kid just to like reset the boulders. That way I had a better shot of climbing, like, let's say this ladder. Because climbing up that particular set of stairs while boulders are falling is like incredibly mean. Just like sucks a lot. Have I been in this cave? Hold up. Yes, I have. Okay. Yucca-tacka-tacka-tacka. Right. I don't still need the book, do I? I could have sworn that there was something else that I needed this spell for. Like this one in particular. Oh, it was over here. If I go into the dark world on this side of the mountain, then I can come back in the light world on this side of the mountain, come back into the dark world, and then use the spell over here. That's what the secret is. Okay. Got it. Ah, jeez. Everything wants to hurt me, and I can't do anything to stop them. It's time for Turtle Rock! Everyone hates doing Turtle Rock. It's like the worst. And yet here we are doing Turtle Rock. What sucks is that Turtle Rock has got like 5 potential treasure chests in it too, so it's like there's a lot of things we could find in here. Ah! I was chilling, hanging, man. Gonna go chill a bit later. I'll catch you later. Yeah, no, for sure. Thanks for hanging out with us this whole time. Again, always a pleasure to get to see you, Scruff Buds. Let me think about this. Yeah, it's this way. Yep, do that, and then do a quick. There we go. Yep, that should do it. Hustle, 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 hustle. There we go. Ugh. Brutal. Alright, that's 2 keys. I'm surprised they don't respawn the some of this magic. Heart. Thank you. Don't die to the cave of nonsense. Ugh. Least favorite rooms. What did it amount to? A fairy. A fairy. A fairy and some magic. Damn. Noted. Next time I'm not going in there unless I really, really, really need to. I'm sure there's an optimal way of getting through this dungeon. I guarantee I'm not going to be able to pull it off. Ah. I get the feeling I'm going to need that treasure chest. Which means whatever way I can get to that treasure chest the easiest is going to be the best way to go. Ah. Couldn't quite squeak it. What an annoying little dude. Oh, is there a chest outside? And does that count as one of these chests? Ah, I don't like this already. I don't like where this is heading. Okay, no chest outside. That's good. Big chest here. Okay. It's good to know. Something is missing. The big key. Something is missing. The big key. Okay. Cool. Did not see the eyeball there. Motherfucker. Get back here, you bastard. The fuck is that bouncy guy? Great question. He has the key. I wish I could actually tell you what he was. He's just some jerk. That's what he is. He's some giant, big jerk. He's wasting my time. It's the book! Oh, way too late, book. Way too late. Oh, that's one unique item. Turtle Mountain had one unique item. Oh. No, he does look like a Pokey from Mario for sure. I mean, these look like chain chomps. It would not surprise me if there is an amount of crossover between the two. Mario's in a picture. This is the Mario dungeon. That's what this is. Alright, we're gonna Pac-Man this dungeon. I'm gonna come down here. There's gonna be a big key. Yep. There's gonna be two of these guys. We're gonna sidestep this eyeball laser. Wow, this room is a total death trap if you don't have the cape. That is crazy. Oh, never mind. No, it just is a total death trap. Hello? Maybe you're intended. You're like, it's intentional. All right. Yep. This is where I want to be, actually. That's crazy. Okay. Big key got, which means I can now go this away. Ah! God, what a jerk of an enemy. Alright, what's gonna fall on me? Why am I doing this? Other than, you know, the pure satisfaction of getting to pick up rupees like this. Why am I doing this to myself? Why? How many... Do I have any more heals? No. Okay, we're just going to burn this blue potion right now. And then we're going to just have to play better. I'm just going to have to be better. That is not one of the 5 items. I'm looking for one of the 5 items. How many ones of the 5 items can there be? Shit. Okay. Nope. Still alive. Still fine. Still fine. Useless. Come on, Chowderhead. Who's steering this thing? It's me. I'm steering this thing. Like a buffoon. That's not helpful. Still not helpful. Ah, good for me. Eyeball room. Alright, that's one unique item. What? 2. Oh, this room sucks. I'm gonna die here. Thank you. Right, no magic. Let me out, let me out, let me out. Please, one piece of health. That's all I'm asking for. I don't think it's anything too crazy. Stay the fuck away from me! Come on, one heart. That's all I'm asking for here. Ah, God. Fucking diagonals on a game without diagonals. Curse you! Oh, worst fucking room of all time. At least it has the courtesy to spawn me here. You know what? That's how, okay. I understand now the purpose of what that like little doorway is supposed to do. That is literally a checkpoint, because the game, the developers of, you know, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of whatever, decided that it would be best if we decided to let people spawn back into this dungeon from here if they get a game over, because oh my god. To their credit, I did need it, so. Hopefully there's some magic. There's some magic. Ow. Oh, I got destroyed by ice physics. Ice physics went burr. And I got shoved into oblivion into the corner. Like I'm some new gang. Like I'm playing a fighting game. Death by fighting game. The jerk. What a mean old monster. Alright, I think this time go for the ice person first. Let the fire guy just be the fire guy. Because if I can keep the ice from spreading on the floor immediately, that'll make this fight a lot easier. Wow, that was fast. You motherfucker. I didn't even get to kill you and see if there was a heart or anything. I just took 10 billion damage for no reason. Actually, you know, we'll get our first hit on the fire guy, and then I'll go for the ice one immediately afterwards. Just because he's vulnerable first, so we'll go. Oh my god, please. Hello? Can I pull up my items? Thank you. Alright, and then just be careful. Don't get bullied into the corner like before. I think this is the part of the boss I can actually handle pretty well. I'm not silly about it. Silly! Yep. Pizza Ogashi. Well, I was literally a hit away from killing him, and then I got bullied onto the ice block, spat out into the corner, and died instantly. Curse you! And that's a pendant. Cool. Red pendant. Had to use that. I did get the book. I'm missing a magic, which means that I can't get to the other dungeon yet. And there's still an item. There's still 2 items in here. I did get what was in the big chest. That's right. Alright, hopefully we can get these last 2 items before I call it for today. Jerk. What am I missing? Guess I didn't do a very good job of exploring that one space. I think the thing that people take issue with in regards to Turtle Mountain is that you just do a lot of backtracking. Like, I feel like I inherently like its design. It does a really good job of creating a very long dungeon. It's actually, okay, I would equate this dungeon to Dark Souls in many regards. But the big thing being that, like, in the sense that, like, Dark Souls has, like, as you go through a space in Dark Souls, you slowly unlock these quote-unquote shortcuts that allow you to more accessibly go through the rest of the map. You know what I mean? And Turtle Dungeon is actually pretty dang good at doing exactly that, which is to say that the more you go through the dungeon, the easier it becomes to just, you know, walk your way through the dungeon. Is this the right way? No, it doesn't feel like it. I feel like I made a mistake. I did make a mistake. No, that's the way I went earlier, right? Yeah, I'm trying to go this way. That's right, because it feeds me outside-ish. Oops. I wish I could enjoy navigation in games, but I haven't had a hard enough time doing that in my normal life. Fair. I am pretty good at it for the most part. But, I mean, I'm also quite good at it in real life. So that tends to help out a little bit. No, that's not the way to go. I want to get onto the top layer here. Which means going up, down. Yeah, there we go. Ah! Couldn't quite get through it. Ow! Thank you, game. That's not the way I want to go. Oh, I'm taking so much damage. Oh, that room did half of my, 17 hearts. I don't know how many hearts I have, but it's quite a few for me to be taking damage quite like that. What a miserable little trade there. All right, we're going to go down here. I'm going to go all the way down here into the basement, just so that way I can heal if need be. Or if I die, then I can die and not have to deal with the consequences of death quite so severely. Huh? Terrible. Double terrible. Triple terrible. All kinds of terrible. All of the terribles. Pain. I can see why people say that this is one of their least favorite dungeons. This is pretty brutal. I imagine if you're speed run, like having to go to Turtle Dungeon in a speed run has got to be like the biggest waste of time. Thank you. Alright. Back to the entrance of the dungeon, I guess. This is, not the way. Is this thing hiding in here? That's where I'm gonna die. I'm gonna lose all my health in this part of the dungeon, aren't I? Calling it now, calling it now. Come on, get out of there. Yes. You're not health. You're not health at all. I didn't hold up. There we go. Unnecessary damage because I failed to hold up. That ain't Zelda, I don't know what is. Bats. Ish. Oh, this is a room where I die, isn't it? Oh my god. Pray for health. Thank you, health. Yeah, no. Okay, I've already been here. Yep. Yep. Okay. Go back out this way. Don't take damage to the fireball thing. Cool. Alright. That's everything here that's been explored. I'm still missing 2 chests, which means first floor, maybe? That's my next thought. Go up here. Cool. Pray for health. That's 1 health. Cool. Still blipping. That's okay, I guess. Now, one might ask, why am I doing this? The answer is simple. Because if I don't... It's not here, is it? There's not a thing here, is there? That's on me. That's my mistake. Alright, I'm gonna do this the easier way, I guess. Just like that. Go back to Turtle Mountain. The top of Turtle Mountain, the easier way-ish. No, that's right. We already tried going up that way, and that way basically said, all right. I think this is actually the moment where I call today's stream, because we are basically caught up on, we're pretty much there. So, let me make some notes. These are the current notes that we have. Turtle Mountain can be done. We fought the caterpillar. We have the rod. We have the cape. We beat Agnim. There's, and Death Mountain is, we still can do. Okay, so. We need to do the swamp boss. Swamp, which requires, different magic. Requires a spell. Turtle Mountain is missing 2 chests. Two chests. And then what else? I mean, honestly, like, the game is beatable if we can do just this. We do have the book now. We also have the gold gauntlet, which means that we can do the sword side quest, and we have all 3 pendants. So check Master Sword. Check Master Sword. How close am I to winning? Probably, like, it depends. If I can find this one thing in, like, 2 minutes, yeah, if we can find, like, the one thing in a very short period of time, we win. Because we just need to beat one more dungeon, I think. I'm noticing that there's some red gems there, which makes me wonder if maybe we only needed 4. But yeah, basically, we just need to beat one more boss. And then get one more crystal and we'll be done. Because I can do Ganon Silverless, and that's really, like, the only requirement that we need. So check the Master Sword, check the, check blacksmiths. Is there anything else I can do right now? Got the Titan's Mitt, but I think that's really it. Those are, like, the 3 spots. But yeah, no, very close to being done. I think if, again, I check these spots and we find the thing that we're looking for, we'll be done in, like, less than an hour. But that being said, I have places to be, so I'm not going to be able to finish stream today. But for everyone who came out, thank you so much. We're going to go see who is currently live and see if there's anybody worth raiding today. Ooh, not a lot of people are live, actually. Sure, we can find someone, though. Or we could raid someone new. That's also an option. Let's see. I see someone practicing A Link to the Past. We can raid the practice. But for everyone who came out, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure streaming. I do plan on streaming tomorrow. I don't have anything going on. I'm hoping I can stream with Meet the Boy. But I do work until about 5:30. So if everyone can hop on late, then I'll do that. Otherwise, it'll be an old-fashioned roguelite Wednesday. But yeah, until then, good night, sleep well, enjoy your evenings, and I will catch you all later. See you around.